Hi guys, I'm Justin. I am back to make another cocktail. As you can see, I'm out on my deck tonight. And I'm gonna be making a bourbon grapefruit fizz. So Gabe, my husband, found the recipe earlier today because I go through this thing every week where I don't know what I wanna make and I feel pressure to like either make something that is universal or like something that's fun or seasonal. And this one I thought really has some good flavors for just the spring season. So anyways, I'm gonna be making this in just well, the recipe calls for a Collins glass. I don't know what you would call this. I've got it filled with ice and I'm just gonna do everything inside the glass here. So I am going to start with 3 ounces of grapefruit juice. I'm using Ruby Red. And I'm gonna toss that in. All right. And I'm going to do 2 ounces of grapefruit liqueur. It's a pamplemousse, but you know, any kind of grapefruit sparkling water would work. Do 2 ounces. Now this is what gives it the fizz. So I looked up just a fizz history, and you know, the drink got really popular in New Orleans. I feel like that's been coming up a lot lately. I didn't plan that, but it came up really popular in the early 1900s, 1900 to 1940, and then it went international, and there, you know, all kinds of fizz flavors. It kept the bars hopping, I guess. And the one thing about a fizz is it's got sparkling water and some sort of acidic juice in it, which is gonna be the grapefruit juice in this drink. Now, a traditional one is gonna be more of a gin fizz, which there's a lot of variations. I even found one, it's called a golden fizz that has egg yolk in it, which I've done egg whitened drinks. That I'm definitely gonna try sometime, but it sounds horrifying. So if you've tasted the drink, I would love to hear about it. Anyway, so that's what I'm making tonight. You know, probably a lot of drinks with fizz in it, just gonna be that bubbly. So I'm gonna be using bourbon. I've got 1.5 shots here. I'm using 4 Roses bourbon. Whatever you like would work. Ugh. I'm gonna put a little extra in because that did not, out of my own here tonight. And then I posted it in my story earlier, I made my own sage simple syrup, which is just sugar, water boiled with fresh sage. I'm gonna do 1/2 shot of that. It's got a gross color to it. It's almost like a, I think it looks like olive oil, which is kind of gross, but it really does give it a nice kick. So I am just gonna stir these things up really well. You wouldn't wanna shake a drink that has soda in it, or it's, if you've ever tried it before, it does explode on you. It's not fun. So you're just gonna give that a nice stir. And all my ingredients were cold to start with, which helps. All right, so I'm going to garnish it with a little grapefruit wedge here. And a little piece of some sage. And I've got something floating in my drink here. What is going on tonight? I don't know what that was. It's just gonna give a little extra flair to it. So anyways, let me give it a little try here. I will say having the sage leaf up there kind of adds to the drink because it gives a little smell. Now if you're afraid of the sage, I mean, it's definitely a Thanksgiving flavor. It just gives something to the drink. It really offsets really well with the grapefruit. And with the bourbon, this is a perfect drink. And it's really light too. Like you can taste the bourbon, but it's a very drinkable, like I could probably drink quite a few of these. There's not much liquor in this. For me, usually I feel like when I have a drink this size, it's got like 3 shots in it, but 1.5 shots, so it's pretty light as far as that goes. Highly encourage this. A lot of variations you could do. Thanks for watching. Happy Friday. Cheers.